nothing changes.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the channel. I've had a lot of people lately, we always get the messages and comments and Facebook posts of eBay sales are slow or platform sales or whatever is slow. I went through looking at a bunch of stores recently, and please, if you were somebody who messaged me and I looked at your store, I told you some of the issues, don't hold this against me 100%. But I did ask permission from these people to do a video about this. So I went through their stores, and literally the biggest problem right now seems to be a lot of pricing. There's a lot of people that have bad items, a lot of people that have bad titles, but I see a lot of good sellers, which you're going to see in a second. I'm going to take you over here and show you inside their stores. A lot of good sellers who have good photos, top rated plus, they're promoting stuff, they're running sales, they're doing all the things that we normally would do. Their pricing is just not good. And item specifics hurt eBay recently, but trust me, that's not causing the problem. I'm talking about people with like 2,500 to 3,000 listings, 3,000 or more listings who are only selling a few items a day. And so there's been kind of two things that have been trending before I show you the stores, which we're going to go to in just a second. But there's two things that have been sort of trending lately with online sales, eBay sales, especially, and other sales. One is that there's a lot more, and I wouldn't say competition from resellers, just a lot more items, whether they're resellers, whether they're everyday people listing their items. Everyday people, remember, will list items for less money because they don't have an investment into it. They can race to the bottom, right? So that kind of hurts us resellers because other people or other newer resellers might be racing to the bottom, but mainly everyday people. The second thing is the economy. So my car is half gas and half electric, and it only has a 10-gallon tank because I can switch between them and use both. It doesn't get a ton of battery power. But anyways, the point is a 10-gallon tank used to cost me like $25, $24 to fill up. It just cost me $41 today. And I do use premium gas. I have to with that car, but still, it's like almost double the cost. Grocery store trips are costing a ton more. Everything I'm buying is costing more. We all know it. We've all seen it. And I think that gives a lot of people that spend money online more motivation to try to get a deal, to try to save as much money as possible because everything else is costing more. So you have to be very, very cognizant and vigilant of your pricing. And I know that we don't want to give stuff away. We don't want to race to the bottom, but we got to give people deals or they're going to shop a lot less. Like, you got to be willing to take a couple dollars less for things that are, normally selling for X. If it's in a flooded or a major market. If you have unique items, if you're the only person selling them or only a couple, by all means, stick with your price, hang out and, get the maximum for that. I don't want people to comment on this video saying, Casey, Rockstarflipper told everyone to just give their stuff away. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying just be vigilant of the market and the solds and that people are looking for deals. I know it's fourth quarter, but that's not seeming to matter right now. The people I'm talking about are people that are grossly overpricing things. If Tommy Bahama shirts are selling all day long for $20 to $30 and you're putting them up for $50, even if you're doing best offer, you're just scaring people off. Don't forget that people also sort the listings. A lot of times I do it by lowest price first. So if there's 300 of something, which isn't a ton of something, but if there's 300 of something and they're viewing, say, 100 per page, and they're scrolling and you're like in the top 50%, they have to get into like page 2 or page 3. They may never make it to you to even know that you'll take an offer, right? Or they may think they don't want to insult you by offering 20 on a $50 item, even though your item's only worth 25 and you would take 25 or 29 or whatever. They may not even give that a shot. So keep that in mind. With that said, let me take you over to the stores. Let me show you the inside of some of these stores, and hopefully this will give you a better idea of how to be honest with your inventory and honest with your pricing. Okay, so I'm going to show you two eBay stores from two larger sellers, at least in terms of the number of quantity they have in sales. So the first store has 2,795 active items, almost 2,800 items, right? Under solds. Now, don't always know that the solds is going to be completely accurate. They don't show some listings. People can choose to delete things, etc. But this store doesn't do that. There's 229 solds, which is only about 2.5 items a day sold on almost 2,800 items. Now, this store is full of jewelry and watches, a little bit of clothing, and a bunch of collectibles, right? So let's go down the listed, right? As we scroll down, we see a lot of vintage stuff. And what do we notice about this store? Well, we notice there's good photos, white backgrounds. We notice the titles look like this is somebody who knows what they're doing. A lot of good keywords, a lot of different things. This seller is top rated plus. They had 100% feedback when I clicked on it. They have free shipping and free returns, and they offer a best offer. So this seller is doing everything you can to move inventory and still not really selling all that much. I also happen to know this seller does promoted listings, so that's not an issue as well. We don't see any markdown sales, but I do know they do it from time to time. I don't know how often. I would have to check. But let's scroll down to this first item. It's a rare brown jacquard leather. Is that how you say it? Jacquard? I don't remember how to say that. Leather monogram Gucci shoe shopper wine tote handbag. $259 pre-owned. So I went ahead and went over. Remember, they're only selling $229. So I went ahead and went over. This is that person's listing. This is the actual item, right? And they have 100% feedback. And I come down here. Their description is pretty good. There's, aside from a pen mark, some loose stitching by the handle and light soiling on the handles, light wear. Otherwise, this is not only a rare Gucci style, but also a rare Gucci pattern. Okay. Well, let's do a search for Gucci wine totes. There's not many, but one sold for $100 with $11.85 shipping, and they took a best offer, so less. And it doesn't have the same issues as the other one, as hers, as the pin marks, right? As here. So when we come down a little further, we find another one that sold for $142 plus 8. Similar, not exactly the same. The problem is this is up for $259 with issues. They're selling for half that much without issues. So that's a problem, right? Let's go ahead and get off the Gucci one. Let's go back to scrolling down. Look, we have a $3,700 fine opal. Like, a lot of stuff that I don't know the value. Here's a good example. A fine Commonwealth Theater 10K rose and white gold ruby 20-year service pen, right? $220. Well, I searched. Here's the item. I searched for this Commonwealth Theater, and I could not find it anywhere for any amount of anything. Couldn't find any listed. Couldn't find any sold. Maybe you can. A $220 item that has absolutely no supply or demand on eBay. This thing could be worth $2 or it could be worth $22 million. I don't know. But it's been in stock a while. And I'm pretty sure that even with the 10 karat rose and white gold ruby, it's not worth $220. It's probably not worth half of that. What do you think? Do you think this is worth something? Is there somewhere to price match this? Maybe Etsy? I don't know. Put it in the comment section below. But it's never going to sell. It's been here for a while, and there's a reason. Let's go another item. So I scroll down a little further, and you see some of these high prices, right? And it's so hard to even know. Look, a 14 karat white gold Israel MT Byzantine bracelet, link chain 7 and 7/5, 7 3/4 inch, 10.35 grams, $997. I don't know. Is that a good price? Is that a double, triple? Is it two? I don't know. So I looked up one here, a Juliana Deliza Stranger Gold Moroccan Matrix brooch pendant and earring set, $249. So I came over here and I looked up brooches. Here is that exact item, right? Under solds, there are 229. Oh, that's her solds. I'm sorry. Here is 69 brooches for that search. Juliana Deliza brooch, $42. 36 with some earrings, right? Because the set, to be fair, let's get rid of their solds. To be fair, this set has earrings. Okay. Here's another set with earrings, 75 and 5. Now, they're all different. They're all, styles, colors, what have you. Here's some brooches, 88, 49, 32, 89. Here's one that did 155, but a best offer. And if we see, as we scroll down, here's some more earring sets. Do you guys see the problem? This is $250, and we've got a bunch of 50s and 40s and 60s. We got a couple expensive ones, 170, but then 49, 40. Somebody sold an entire box of jewelry, so that doesn't count. 68, best offer. Some more earrings, 137, 148, best offer, so it's worth, 100 a quarter. Keep scrolling, we keep scrolling. We see a lot of the brooches in the $40, $50 range, right? As we scroll some more, we find another earring set, 49 plus 4, $53. We find some more earrings. The point is, $250 has never happened for this brand ever. This thing should be listed for 150 best offer, or maybe even less. And people are like, well, she's got best offer, but no one's even going to consider making an offer on this. Or they're going to sort by the lowest price first, and they're never even going to scroll down far enough to see this. Is it possible that somebody comes along who has to have this color, design, style, and is like, all right, I'll make a $199 offer? Maybe somebody buys it for full price 10 years from now. If it's not moving, stop being attached to it. You got to sell it. So that's just that example. Now, here is where we get into the fun part. This seller has 4,000 results. So about 1.5 times the other sellers total, right? So the other seller has 2,500, 26, 27, what was it? Quite a bit, right? And they had 229 solds. Look at how many solds this seller. So you would expect, since this seller has 1.5 times the other person's listing and 229, you would think that this seller would have probably about 300 or 400 solds, right? Nah, almost 1,100, 1050. They just sold a couple items too. Almost 1050 listings sold in the last 90 days, which 10 a day, 11 a day, it's like 12 a day, 11 to 12 a day. Pretty darn good, right? For 4,000 listings, it could be better, but the items and the prices this seller gets are over $40 average sale prices. So let's take a look at why this seller does this and the other seller does not. Well, as I scroll down this seller's material, a lot of clothes, a ton of clothes, brand new, used, the whole shebang, you name it, she's got it. So I just scroll down and you can search a lot of the brands that she's selling. They're just common brands. Brooks Brothers, Massimo, Zara, Kate Spade, just everything you would expect in a large clothing store, everything you would expect in, an eBay store of a successful seller. So she had one of these. If we go down her solds, let's just scroll down her solds real quick. I wanted to show you guys specifically some of the items. So here's a Snow Babies Department 56 winter play. We all know these little statues. She sold it for $44 plus $7.99 shipping. Now we notice she's the same, top rated plus, free returns. She does charge for a lot of shipping on a lot of items. So that's the one difference. I believe she has 100% feedback and also promotes her listings. If we come over and we look at the current solds on eBay, that's hers, right? 44 plus 7. We just saw that right there. Well, come on down and you'll see ones that are pre-owned. Hers are brand new, sold for $26.25. So clearly brand new, overused. Here's another one that's sold brand new for $47, right? So right in line with what she sold it for. Here's one that sold for $50 with a best offer. And these are different types, but we start getting a general idea. Again, this one sold for $26, but it's the same as the other one that said new in box, and she had to edit it to use, so you can't really pay attention to that one. Here's one that sold for $29 plus $14.25, basically $14.24. So you have 38, 42, 43, 34, 43.24, something like that, $43. Same in line as our seller, right? And then we keep scrolling down. We got a $30 one. We don't have any really complete sets like she has. Here's one that sold for $37, $38, brand new, right? Pretty cheap. We have another one sold for $26, but they're pre-owned. We have one that sold for $95, whatever this one does. She's right in line with solds. Let's look at another one of her solds. So if we keep scrolling down, she has a Polo Ralph Lauren bottle of hair and body wash, 3.4 ounce, and it's 90% full. It's pre-owned. She sold it for $25-ish, $26, right? So there it is. Somebody with a brand new one sold it for $35, almost $36, $50. Don't know what that is. $32, $27, $28, $31, $32, $31. She's right where the pricing should be on the lower end because she's 90%. Let's look at one more item. Rugrats, Nickelodeon Phil doll. It's a collectible Mattel. It's new in the box. She got 27 plus 6, so around $33, $32.98. And if we look, here it is. This one actually sold for $56. That's pretty crazy. This one is hers, right? Next one down, $14.90. Not sure completely why. Somebody sold one too cheap. Another one for $16, but she fell right in the middle, and that was probably her just saying, I'm going to get this thing. Now, she has an extra 20% off with coupon as well. So That's why we get sellers who have 1,048 solds and sellers who have 229. Now, I can also tell you that the first seller's 90-day number is $16,000, 15, 16 grand for 90 days. This seller right here is currently about to cross $60,000 for 90 days, 20 grand a month in sales. So you can see the difference. Stop being attached to your inventory and sell it. Move your material. All right. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps you get your store in line. I hope that helps you, straighten it out and get your prices right and just make more money. Stop being attached to the inventory. With that said, I will put a link down below if you'd like a store review. I'll do it for a few dollars. It does take a little bit of time, so a couple bucks, whatever it's going to be, I'll link it below. Also, if you do pick up my 2020 bundle that comes out on New Year's Day, you reserve it. Store reviews once a month are included with that, as much as you'd like, every single month, one time. So, those are linked below. And appreciate to Colleen and to Tina who let me review their stores. Thank you, ladies, both for letting me take a look. I hope I wasn't too harsh on either of you, but it was to help the better of the community. So thank you. And thank you to all of you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and hitting that like button, and go fix those stores, make some money, and I'll see you guys next time.